Hello and welcome to Project 1 GT Championship Season 5, round number 5 of the GT Championship. I am your commentator, Jackie Croix, and we're here for the first time at the magnificent Sainte Croix circuit, the B track, the B layout. It's the first time in Project 1 GT history that we have visited this track here on GT Sport, and it's fair to say that our drivers have had quite a bit of fun trying to figure out this racetrack. It is a very difficult track to get right, but when you get it right, it can be quite a rewarding lap. Currently on provisional pole with about just under 3 minutes to go is Ridwan F1, your defending champion. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to broadcast our replay from Le Mans. You can tune out now if you don't want to know the results. That will be out, I believe, later on tonight, or if not tomorrow. Anyway, blocky is if you don't want to know who won. Our winner from last time out in Le Mans was Ridwan. Once again, he won at Le Mans. Bodhod was beaten in what was a 1-2 for FP Autosport with the Smeg on the podium. As we have 2 laps, or not 2 laps, 2 minutes left here in this qualifying session. We have got Ridwan on provisional pole by 0.4 of a second from Tim Ant 46, then followed by Prezzo. Then you've got KD, Dynamite, the Smeg, and Blocky. But we're going to stay here with Ridwan to see what he can do. To head down the hill, this track very difficult to get right. A lot of our drivers have been struggling thus far, learning the track and getting everything correct. Ridwan just then about a 1/10 of a second down. His current fastest lap is a 2 minute 7.5, which is a fantastic lap time. So what he can do through here. He's got plenty of time to get one last crack in as he goes to the line. This is going to be a very fast lap. Not quite an improvement, but still a 7.7. Here comes Tim on an out lap. Is anyone out here on a lap? Stone Tower sure as hell isn't. He is on the track, on the grass rather, so Prezzo looking very strong. He's currently in P4 at the moment, which would be his best qualifying for arguably a while. He has struggled of late, but seems to be edging closer back to his old self. KD currently the lead Kennedy Motorsport car. He is 5th at the moment and bowls a massive wide down to turn 1 on his final qualifying lap. And that's what we're going to do here is we're going to ride with Prezzo to see what he can do. Oh, that was very close, but he has copped a penalty. But the key thing here is it is very easy to burn penalties, as you will witness throughout this race. So we go on the run to the first sector, and he has gone better than his personal best, but he cuts the lap short. Quite an oddity there. Oh, Blocky in the fence there on his qualifying lap. That will not do him any good. That won't help Dynamite as well as the Smeg behind him. But Prezzo has decided to pull the pin there, and he will start on the medium compound of tyres. Ridwan is your provisional pole sitter from Tim Ant at the moment. One driver we haven't mentioned, Prying Stingray. He is serving a qualifying ban, but I believe he may have had to drop out to get the correct livery, so we may have a delayed start here. Not entirely sure, but we'll see what happens. Here comes Bodhod, runner-up last time out. In the Castrol Edge. Aston Martin. Up by a second on the cumulative. Let's see where this puts him. Dynamite moves up as well as the Smeg, I believe. Smeg has gone into third. Curving Texas does move up as well. So I believe that will drop Prezzo back a couple of spots. He could have very easily burnt that penalty off, but chose not to. Bodhod up into fourth, which pushes Prezzo all the way down to seventh, which is unfortunate for him. As we're looking for anyone on that. Roscoe. We'll give Roscoe a bit of airtime here. One track where he is arguably at less of a disadvantage in comparison to his counterparts. He's on the mediums as well, so that's an oddity there, but he's at a significant less of a disadvantage to more experienced drivers, being first time here for everyone, so he's had to learn the track as well as everyone else. But Ridwan is your pole sitter here at St. Croix for the first time ever here in Project 1 GT. Tim Ant will be starting on the front row of the grid. It's a good qualifying also for Bodod, who will start fourth. Curving Texas will line up fifth. Blocky in sixth. Prezzo will line up seventh. Dynamite in eighth. KD will start ninth, and BK will round out your top 10, followed by Jamo, Banana Cake Pie, Candy Cane, and Roscoe Arm. Just waiting for the end of qualifying here, as we await to see what race control decided to do about prying Stingray. I don't believe he entered, so I think, unless anything else goes astray, I'm just awaiting anything. So we're gonna build up to the 5 red lights. It is time to bring the action for the first time in St. Croix. It is lights out and... Yep, shock horror. Red flag has been called. So that's why we were very much tentative. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but anyway. So red flag conditions after the debacle there with prying Stingray. So I believe this room is getting canned. And we will await an update on when we can expect a new lobby to be up and running, but quite unfortunate there for this to happen. So I believe we will have another lobby set up in as while we wait. I believe, yep, this is the session, I think. Just a quick refresher there. So a bit of a false start there, unfortunately, due to some other issues. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at Jamo here, just absolutely cooking his tyres. Thank you to those tuning in. Apologies for the delay in the start. We do hope to be getting underway very shortly. In the meantime, drop us a comment who you think will win this race. With Redone, who will be starting on pole position, by the way. So it'd be interesting to see if this affects him. It did affect him last time out of Dragon Trail this happened, where we had a false start there. As KD does a nice little skid. Really hard to fill some airtime when there's a red flag, unfortunately. And the lobby restart as guys have taken to trashing their machines, it seems, at the moment, as they all get back into the pit lane. Now looking forward to getting this racing underway. Not entirely sure what this lot are doing, unfortunately, but just waiting. Oh dear God. As we just await this race to get underway, we are just awaiting one more person. I believe that is BKXI. Let's see what when he can get into said lobby. So, continued apologies for the delay at the moment. We'll endeavour to get this underway as soon as we possibly can. just await. See what these guys are doing on track at the moment. A bit of an expression session at the moment. These idiots just deciding to just burn it up, and now PK has joined, so I believe we can just about get underway here. Any tick of the clock. Damage as well from their exploitations with their burnouts. They are just have decided boredom has hit next level, so they are going to go and burn their tyres, blow their tyres to smithereens. The Jamo does a nice little skid there. Just awaiting these guys. Thank you very much for your patience. As soon as we can get this underway, the better we will be, as it has now been set by the host. All the drivers can now file into their cars. Flying Stingray does have the correct livery on his McLaren 650S, and I believe we are just seconds away from getting on with the first ever race here at St. Croix. Very exciting times. Everyone has entered, so we should be, in theory, just moments away to get cracking with the action. And Bodhod has got pit glitch, so we are even further delayed. This is quite frustrating, to be fair, for you guys watching as well as myself, but hopefully, no, he's back now, so hopefully we can get cracking with the action. It's been a while, but we can hopefully, after qualifying has been done, that we can get this all sorted. So we get to something we haven't done for a while. We're gonna have a look at who's doing what here, who's running auto and who isn't. Banana's running auto, so maybe it's default. I don't know. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting one. Who runs what traction? Oh, Candy runs too? Alright. I probably should. I don't know if I should be doing this, but I don't really care. Also this. As they will go through the entry check, we can check what as the grid is now set. Bodod is starting at the back, I believe. So. Hopefully. Let's hope this sorts everything out. Just want to make sure that we can get this going as quick as possible. No, we're good. I think we're good to go here, so just waiting for the banana cake bite. Yep, we're gonna go. Just under 10 seconds before we get going for the first ever race here at St. Croix. Let's hope we can get some good racing. It's been a bit of a delay. Let's see what these boys can do. Red one, your pole setter from Tim Ant, the Spec, Bottled, Kevin, Texas, Blocky, and Prezzo. That is your grid. As we will build up to the light sequence as we get ready to go for the first time at St. Croix. Let's bring the action! They're underway. Red one gets a solid start, but the Spec, look at him go! He's moved up in the second. It's a great start for the team back speed driver. As they head into turn one, they've got to be cautious. It tightens very quickly as I believe they've all made it through relatively cleanly. They have good level of driving demonstrated by a lot of them. Here comes Specky. He is looking very racy on the back of Red one here to try and get past that FP Autosport car as they head down the hill for the first time. Look at this angle. Great little section of road. Red one seems to have just broken the back of Smeg here. That corner back there, very easy to get sucked in. As well as many other these corners. This corner coming up, very easy to get sucked in and brake. Too late, get over ambitious as they head hard on the brakes. Over the bridge, and Red one has got led a race, but the pair of them seem to have crushed the wall. Yeah, Tim is going to try and round up the Spec, but that seems like a bit of an over audacious move, and no, couldn't quite get that done. No, he has actually. He has. Tim has gotten the job done. I do apologise. Just missed that. As they head through this fast right-hand sweeper for the first time, Bonod stuck the nose in there. You wouldn't expect a pass there, but this is very much a passing opportunity, as I thought Bonod was going to sneak it down there. Prezzo, on the other hand, has gotten the place off Blocky. And Prezzo moves up in the 5th, so FP Autosport running 1st, 4th and 5th. It's a great start for them as a team, but Red one has checked out to just over 7.5 tenths of a second from Tim Ant, the Smeg, and Bodod. And Prezzo, that rounds out your current top 5, but Red one seemed to have got a bit of understeer there. Here comes Tim. As we end lap number 1, it's Red one from Tim Ant, the Smeg, Bodod, Prezzo, Blocky, Curving, and KD. That is your current top 8 runners. Tim's going to stick their nose in there. I don't know if there's a spot there, but Tim is going to try and make it stick. Red one gave him racing room. Oh, and they touch. Slight bit of contact between the pair of them. Great camera angle there. Tim's going to send it. Tim's going to set sail. Tim Ant has cleared him. He takes the lead of the motor race. And the Revo car 22 is looking fast. Red one's going to try. Oh, that's a really tough place. You can go side by side for it with a bit of cooperation, but Red one can't quite strike back just yet. Red one in 2nd. Bono, he's currently in 3rd, followed by the Spec and Prezzo, who has looked very quick thus far on these opening laps. As they go hard on the brakes at the end of the bridge. Curving Texas was thinking of making a move on Blocky right then. Blocky is on the mediums. Should also point out, or just have a look for that matter, who is on the mediums. And Prying Stingray is at the back of the pack. Not quite having fun at the moment. Anyway, back to the front. Red one closing in here on Tim on lap 2. He's going to possibly look for a move. Wasn't close enough, but he closed on the straights. The Smeg, he's 3rd, but it's an FP. Something happened to the Smeg. Yeah, the Smeg's ran wide, and FP Autosport are ranked 2nd through 4. So a good bit of team driving here from the FP Autosport boys. Oh, blocking in the fence in the background. I was looking to see if the Smeg has damage. He does not. And anyway, as we start lap number 3, it is Tim Man. He is on the soft compound tyres. That does explain why he is as fast as he is. But the 3 FP Autosport cars, all 3 looking very racy indeed. Blocky just having a little moment there. Kirby Texas is currently in 5th position. The Smeg has dropped all the way down from the podium places. He's down in 7th at the moment. Interesting to see here. Can Prezzo mount a challenge on his, what you could argue is his faster teammates? Talking for a while does make you cough, unfortunately. Oh, Prezzo, nearly! They're going to be courteous to each other here. They are teammates in the end, so they're just going to race each other maybe with a little more respect than they have in the past. Does Prezzo, he seems to have quite a bit of pace in that Aston at the moment, especially on the medium compound tyres, so he is looking very good as he gets slight tank slap up on the power. Tim has checked out to a 1.4 second lead. Whereas Brickline is in sort of a little bubble of his own, just got his 2 teammates behind him, and I think Prezzo is lining up a move here. He's going to get the move done before here, and I think Bodo might just let him be wise here, just to let him through. Close between the teammates. And Prezzo is up into the podium places. So it's currently your top 3 is Tim Ant, Ribline, and Prezzo. So Prezzo is looking very racy thus far here at St. Croix. Oh, Bodod in the fence there. As we're going to start lap 4, Tim is your race leader by 2.3 seconds over Ribline. And he's got Prezzo further 2 seconds back on himself. He is 2 tenths back. There's Bodod further 2 tenths back, and then has Kirby Texas about half a second back, and Croix blocking into that half a second as well. The Smeg after his little escapade there, he is down in 7th place. Dynamite is the 3rd of the BMW cars, so interesting to see what he can do from 8th here. The once time minimum is, I believe, 5. I think it's around 5 laps as well. I'll double check that in a moment. BK, we haven't mentioned much about the Kennedy Motorsport cars. The Corvette, not too bad around this track. And BK is running just inside the top 10 as well as KD. So the 2 Kennedy Motorsport cars trying to just work together, see what they can do. Kane is 11th. Jamo is 12th. Roscoe is 13th. And Banana Cake Pie has damage. He's in 14th, as well as Stingray, who is in 15th. So he's had some slight trouble early on in this race, as he is throwing that thing around at the moment. Tim has a 2.5 second lead. Ridwan Bodod has gotten back through on Prezzo. A little battling here has enabled one Kirby Texas, your season 1 champion, to come right back in the mix here. McLaren faults being significantly offset by the nature of this track not having that many powers, being too power sensitive. As curving, he fancies a move on Prezzo, but Prezzo says, nope, I'm going to outbrake you here, mate. And he holds on to 4th at the moment, so Prezzo driving incredibly well. And just to reconfirm that the time minimum is 5 laps in this race, and 4 in the sprint. Sprint race 13 laps in leg. Oh, curving's going to set sail there, and he moves up into 4th. As well as Blocky, he has dropped off as well. I'm just going to have a quick check. No damage to report of. But at the end of the next lap, you can come in, take your tyres off, and get onto the other set of the tyres. All depending on whether or not you can make the end of the race on the fuel. This track is slightly bad when it comes to tyre wear. That's what's been observed by some of our key drivers. Two-stop could be a viable option in the pit lane, not being as long as some other tracks. Prezzo is right over the back bumper of Curving Texas, but doesn't go and make a move just yet. Curving doing very well, he's driving very well, currently in 4th position. Prezzo was all over the back of that McLaren. He's getting a good understanding of the aerodynamics of that car, it seems. Oh, he's ran a little bit wide, but the Smeg, due to Prezzo's inaction on getting past him, he's closed right into this little battle. So we've got a great little battle forming here between 4 here on 5 cars for the final spot on the podium, and if Dynamite gets any closer, it'll be a 6-car battle for the final podium spot, whereas Ridwan and Tim mainly is 3.1 seconds down the road from Ridwan. Ridwan is currently 4 seconds up the road from Bodhod, but Bodhod has got an angry little pack behind him. The Smeg is trying to close in on Prezzo, but he's not quite getting enough of the toe here, but Curving Texas sure is getting enough of the toe. Is he going to set sail here? Oh, Prezzo sticks his nose in there, and Curving is now up in to the podium places in the McLaren. Good stuff here from the BCPRD driver. Normally don't compliment them that much, but sort of forced to here. Bodod has dropped from 3rd down to 4th, but Prezzo is still stuck in 5th place. The pit lane entry issues, we've had some dramas thus far this season. I think Prezzo might just be about to pick up the pen there. Second, no, he kept it all on the track, looked to the naked eye, but he might have just went a bit too far. Ugh, god damn. But Prezzo does pick up a pen there. That is one thing certain. Burns a little bit of that pen, but Smeggy's going to have a little look. They're going to go side by side. Oh, I thought they were going to go side by side, but they haven't in the end. It's a great little battle here. Top places here between some fantastic teams and drivers. Prezzo ran it, just a little bit too deep. You always hold your breath through that. Oh, Smeggy got loose on the power. See if Blocky can get a run here. Not quite. Oh, he's gonna try. He's gonna try. Couldn't quite get it done. Blocky seems to. Oh, there's. Might be having some lag issues here. That little mistake from Smeg has allowed Prezzo just to skip away from him, but he is a half a second back on Bodhod, but Smeg did close a bit through that little section of corners. Let's have a little look at it. Oh, Bodhod, yep, he's gonna get the move done. For the brake zone, and Bodhod back up into 3rd. Good stuff there from the Season 2 champion on the Season 1 champion nonetheless. .9 seconds is the margin between Tim and Ridwan. It's for 5.5 seconds back to Bodhod in 3rd, where Curving Texas is running in 4th, so in 5th. That is your current top 5 order. Does anyone blink yet? No. And I think Bodhod might have just run. The first person to blink is Dynamite. So Dynamite's had enough. He has blinked first. Curving Texas is sizing up a manoeuvre. Oh, Bodhod missed the apex there. He is going to hold the preferred line though as we head into turn number 3. He holds it through 2 and into turn 3. He does hang on to it in the end. Prezzo running a very solid race thus far after abandoning his final lap, but he could have easily just burnt off his pen. He is running in 5th at the moment with a half-second of pens, but he is burning some. Oh! Just as I say that, I might have just put the commentator's curse on him. This might just open the door ajar here for the Smeg if he can get enough of a run and enough overspeed to get on past the FP Autosport driver. And I don't believe he can. And Prezzo does hang on to 5th for the time being. Oh, curving runs it in deep there. He has dropped back from Bodod, and he's getting rolling speed up there, so he might be able to get a slight little run here on Bodod through this third sector rather. And at the track map, there the first car to make their pit stop is Dynamite. He has gone onto the soft tyres. It's a tall order to ask 11 laps out of a set of tyres around here. Be interesting to see what he can do with that. I know the BMW can make it on fuel, but does anyone else decide to blink early? Just got this great little battle for the final spot on the podium with Smeg really watching Creep. A little bit of a tank slapper there. Bodod holding on for dear life. Ridwan's pulled the plug. Ridwan has pulled the plug, so he has got 7 laps out of a set of medium tyres, as has Blocky, the Smeg, Bodhod and Curving Texas. So Prezzo decides to stay out one more lap to go for that fresher tyres, or is he maybe stretching it, playing the long game here at FP Autosport? Seeing what his teammates are doing, he's like, maybe I'll try something else. KD currently up to 3rd, the lead Kennedy car as he... It's an interesting line there. Jamo in 4th at the moment, yet to make his pit stop. Redline is the first car to make his pit stop. Roscoe yet to make a pit stop as well, but he does have some front end damage there, unfortunately for the rookie. Stat lap's critical here for Redline if he's going to try and get on past Tim when he comes out of the pits. There was a decent sized gap, but Tim has checked out here. He's got a 12.5 second lead over Prezzo here, so soft tyres looking very fast, and Prezzo has been laying down some very consistent lap times into 2:10 and 2:09 region thus far this race. His 2:10s haven't been... He did a couple 10.7s during this stint, but still been a very solid and very consistent set of numbers from the FP Autosport driver, whereas Tim's been coming out consistent 2 minute and 8, so that's great race pace from car 22. Suppose it goes hard under brakes. Does he pull the plug this lap as his tyres start to age, and does he go for the 1 lap fresh tyres, or does he maybe go for fancy his chances at overtaking them even more? Here comes Tim through the final complex of corners, and I believe he will stay out for 1 more lap, and I think there's Prime Extinguisher who just came out of the pits. As Prezzo is going to go... Oh, gets it in just, I believe, there, so he has pulled the plug. Now, where does he come out relative to his rivals? Smeg has jumped Bodhod and Curving Texas, so Smeg has been saving a decent amount of fuel. As we're going to have a look at Ridwan here, just looking for wherever Prezzo does come out in the end. And Prezzo has come out behind his teammate as well, so he's sitting in 9th. Blocky has jumped him, so a bit of fuel saving there, but Bollard's going to jump straight back past him and move up into currently P6, or does Blocky say, nope, I'm going to take that position back? Oh, they've forced him off. Blocky does hang on to that position for now. Roscoe in 8th, yet to make his pit stop. Apologies for the yawn. Prezzo in 9th. BK rounds out your top 10. He has made his pit stop as well, so... Does Prezzo have enough pace to overtake these guys and get on past them? Does have to get past Roscoe here, and Roscoe is entitled to defend his position here. He doesn't have to get out of the way for anyone. He is racing these guys, but I think what he's going to do is do the gentlemanly thing here, and he's recognised he's not in the same race as them, really, and he has let Prezzo go. So great bit of sportsmanship there from Roscoe. Love to see some gentlemanly driving here at Project 1 GT. We also like to see some aggressive driving. You've got one of the most aggressive drivers in Prezzo. He's going to be driving this Aston like a bat out of hell here. Oh, using every bit of road. He is trying so hard to catch up to Botton. As Tim has stayed out for another lap and has a 29-second lead, and Ridwan decides to go and bang in a 2:07.6. There's a new fastest lap of the race. The Smeggers visually P2, curving Texas, followed by Dynamite, Blocky, Botton, and Prezzo. So Prezzo has been the big loser, but he's got a lap fresher tyres than Dynamite as well. 2 laps fresher than Dynamite, I believe, actually, and a lap fresher than Ridwan, Smeg, curving, Blocky, and Bodhod out of the cars that he was battling for that final spot on the podium. As Prezzo decides to go on a sightseeing tour here at Sainte Croix. Banana Cake Pie currently running in 14th at the moment. He has had a shocking race and is here on the first group hold due to Alexander having a qualifying ban and being required to start at rear of grid for both races. Qualifying ban means you lose your reverse grid privileges. Tim Ant is probably going to need to come in this lap or risk losing the lead. He dipped into 209s that lap. So he's probably used the most out of his tyres here, so as on par with what you'll see on the medium compounded tyres. Ridwan has got a nice little bubble of clean air to operate in here. He doesn't have Smeg right behind him, and Tim does come in. He's got a nice little hornet's nest forming here. Curving Texas does move up into what is provisionally P3 for now. And Tim comes out, that will be the same order. Oh, this has the potential to get ugly, and very quickly as well. Tim's come out and he is ahead by 3 seconds from Ridwan. So Ridwan will be licking his lips here. He knows a race win is on the cards here. Oh, sliding it. Dynamite does run it in deep as well, just ever so slightly. Prezzo is mainly a watching brief here. He's 2 seconds back on his competitors here, so it'd be interesting to see, does he try and catch up to them now, or does he work his way towards it's a fine balancing act. This pack of cars very evenly spread. This has enabled the Smeg actually to skip away 2.4 seconds down the road from curving Texas and this gaggle of cars. Curving Texas got a big ask here. He's got to defend from 2 BMWs as well as an Aston, and you could probably throw in another Aston. Block, he's going to send it. Oh, thought he did, but he had to cover there from Botod, but that little slide compromised his exit, and now Botod gets the inside line, and is he going to squeeze him into the fence? No, he doesn't, but they're going to go side by side all the way through the sweeper. This is great bit of action here. Oh, Blocky clears it in front of him, and Bodod is going to have to do it again. All the squabbling may open a door here for Prezzo, but he is not really made it into it. Blocky has lost it. He will be filthy with that. Not sure if he got on the grass there or if he just lost it completely on his own or got spun. Anyway, maybe an issue for the stewards later on. Curving Texas has dropped a couple cars there, but Bodod is now going to close in on the back of Dynamite. Prezzo has not really made any dents there on Bodod, so one thinks that he's maybe driving the car to a specific lap time, as I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pen. No, it isn't. He got that absolutely millimetre perfect there from Prezzo, but he is still running in 7. I'm going to go back to the front here. It's 1.8 seconds between the pair of them. And last lap for Ridwan was a 207.6, but these tyres will begin to drop off at a far greater rate than what Tim's tyres are dropping off. He's not far off his personal best time, so if he can keep doing these times, that will hold him in good stead for a potential race win around St. Croix. Do have one more race left this evening, the sprint race, which is the reverse grid. Be sure to stay tuned to that. It promises to be an exciting reverse grid race with what could be quite lead these team owners actually counting the cost a bit, because don't know what this track's going to be like with the faster guys at the back and the slower guys towards the front. Gap between Curving and Dynamite is sort of around stayed the same, close on the straight, so I think Dynamite is maybe seizing up the move. He's going to think about it. Curving does cover very well. All the squabbling does in turn actually enable Bodod to get back into this battle for 4th position. The podium at the moment is Tim, Ridwan and the Smack. Tim will come across the line to start lap number 13 rather, 12 laps completed. Tim is leading this race, 1.4 seconds looking for a second career win, as Ridwan is staying in the 207 range. He is pumping out some very good laps, and Tim is only gone and pumped out a 208, so he's on the medium compound tyres and he's pumped out a very solid lap time. Still, was doing the mediums. He was doing 208s, 209s. Okay, so Tim does seem to be getting the best out of this BMW at the moment. Gets it through an awkward little corner, a little bump there. Mid-road is an off-camber corner as well. But Red1 is closing to within a margin that is within a distance of a toe and getting a nice little hole punched in the air for him. Curving has dropped Dynamite, by the way, and Bodod has proceeded to get past Dynamite, and Prezzo has stayed around the same gap to the car ahead, so he doesn't appear to be making any dents any time soon. This battle for the front is going to hold up very quickly, as Tim is looking for his second career win. Ridwan is looking for yet another win to add to the collection. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact number, but it is a decent amount of race wins and pick up yet another win in the championship. Thus far he has currently got 4 race wins thus far this season. Less dominant than his start to last season, but once again demonstrating why he is arguably the best driver on the grid currently. Just heard a bit of tyre squealing in the background. We could be good, but the gap is now under a second, and Ridwan is coming in for the kill. Smeg really having a very quiet race at the moment. He's currently in third, 7.4 seconds behind Ridwan, but has 3.5 seconds to Curving Texas. The gap between Dynamite and Prezzo has just started to close in a bit as Dynamite starts to feel the effects of his tyres being just slightly older than his competitors as they start lap number 14. We're going to have a quick run through the field. It's Tim, Ridwan, Smeg, Curving Texas, Bodog, Dynamite in 6th, Prezzo in 7th, Blocky, BK, and Jamo. That's the current top 10. Kane in 11th. KD is in 12th. Banana Cake Pie in 13th, and Roscoe is on reverse grid pole at the moment. Prime Stingray is running in 15th. Start from rear of grid due to qualifying ban and that being applied to both races. Ridwan is closing in for the kill here. It does seem he is looking increasingly likely that he will take the lead of the race, but Ridwan just about gets on through there. Do expect Ridwan to get a big slipstream as they go through this back little straight here, and with the V12 engine you could expect him to blow past him as Tim has made a defensive move. He's covered the inside. He is going to make Ridwan go the long way around. He's going to make him go the long way around here. Does Ridwan have enough speed to get on past him? Tim's going to send it in there. Oh, it gets... He is going to hang on. He does not want to give this race up without an absolute fight. But Ridwan, it's not as easy as you would think. He is going to have to overtake Tim here and make sure it gets the job done. If anything does happen between these two, Smeg is 8 seconds back and could pose a threat as Prezzo's just dropped off a little bit there from Dynamite. Lap 15, here we go. 3 more laps around St. Croix. Ridwan's going to try and make a move, but no. Couldn't quite get the job done there. So, as they will head on the way up to turn 3 for the 3rd last time. Ridwan can't quite get there, but Tim is going to cover the inside line. Gets a nice little tank slapper for good measure. They are going to go side by side through here. It's possible. Oh, Ridwan's going to get the lead of the race. One last opportunity here for Tim, really, and you'd have the sense that it could be over pretty quickly. If Tim can stay with him as they go down that back little straight there, Tim's gonna try with all his might here. He's gonna I don't think it's just quite over yet. He is still with him. He's got, I would say, till the end of this lap to hang on, and I think Ridwan might be winning the battle here. Oh no! No, he isn't! Because here comes Tim! Great bit of driving between those two drivers. Tim on mediums, Ridwan on softs, and Tim is going to take the lead of the race once again. Who breaks later? Tim uses the inside line, but Ridwan is going to try to switch back and try and round him up. Oh, Ridwan gets the lead of the race back, but Tim's going to try once again. Does he try it in the last corner? Does he try and send it? And he's staying with him. Great bit of action between these two drivers. He's going to pull alongside him, you know. And Tim, he isn't giving up without a fight. He's going to take the lead of the race back once again. Great action between the pair of them. Sorry about neglecting the other drivers, but oh, Ridwan's going to try it. Oh, Tim's going to be on the outside now as they head down the hill once again. They take the sweeping line, the pair of them. Ridwan can just get it, just check out a bit here. Tim does have a better run than him down the straight. We do have just under a lap and a half to go here, so this race is far from over. The pair of them have slowed each other up that much. The specs just closed in ever so slightly. If these two do take each other out, not suggesting they will, but oh, big slide on the power. He's trying so hard as Tim. That BMW is looking well balanced. This is another chance for him. He's going to get a massive slipstream off him. Does he get the run, and does he have enough to sweep on past him and cover him? He's going to try. You won't die wondering if you're Tim. Oh, Ridwan sends it in there, but so does Tim. Tim's going to take the lead momentarily, but does he have enough to sweep on past? You better believe he does. Tim takes the lead of the race once again, and Ridwan has got it all to do once more, as we're going to start the final lap of the race. Great bit of action between these two. Tim just runs it a little bit deep in there. Here we go. Last lap. Who comes out on top, Tim or Ridwan? Hard under brakes into turn one for the final time in race one in the feature race. Oh, I think Ridwan might have gotten a better run through there. Tim's going to make him earn it. These two are going to race each other to the nth degree here and race each other as much respect as they can give, as Tim absolutely gets it loose on the power. Where do you want to be as we head down to that last sector? Do you want to be in front or do you want to be second? Oh, Tim might just be making a crucial break at a crucial moment. Does Ridwan have enough pace to get past Tim? I think the tyres on Ridwan's car are starting to hurt. Has Tim pulled off a masterstroke in strategy? Starting on the soft compounder tyres, is he going to get yet another race victory to add to his win at Dragon Trail? As they head through the sweeper for the final time. Ridwan's going to pull alongside him here. I think Ridwan is going to get the job done. Oh, he's absolutely set sail. Tim is going to take the lead. Oh, this is going to be... Tim's going to hang on. Oh! They've given each other enough room, as you dare. I think Ridwan might just pull this off. Last corner. Who comes out on top? Don't touch. It's a drag race. Who gets to the line first? It's Tim who gets to the line first. He wins the first ever race at St. Croix. Ridwan comes home in P2. Curving Texas will get a podium for BCPRD. The Spec in 4th. Dynamite in 5th. Bodhot will come home in 6th. Prezzo will come home in 7th. BK's in 8th. Jamo will come home with a top 10 result. Great result for Team Backspeed and their driver. Blocky has ended up with damage, so he will come home to round off the top 10 unless something dramatic happens. He runs into the fence here. This may allow the American. The American's going to get him. KD picks up a top 10 result. Blocky comes home 11th. Kane will come home in 12th. Roscoe is in 13th. Frying Stingray will come home 15th, and last but not Cape will start from reverse grid pole. What a battle between those two drivers. That was something else. That is up there with their Monza battle from last season. Let us know what you thought about that. That was a great bit of motor racing. That's great. That's great stuff there. And Crying Stingray, I don't know if he will get to the line in time. Here comes Crying Stingray. Will he get to the line in time? I don't know if he quite will. He will drive the absolute Jesus out of that car. And that is the result from race 1. Tim Ant is your race winner. He gets the job done at St. Croix and picks up his second race win. And that is a great bit of racing there. There's your results. Just get a little grab of that. That is great racing there, so let us know what you thought about that first race. I believe we're going to have a quick little break here in between the races. As Bodhod, I believe, is just Bodhod's just sorting out some things. So on that bombshell, we'll be back in a tick. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to Project 1 eSports GT Championship Season 5, round number 5 of GT Championship. I keep repeating myself, but anyway, we are back for the reverse grid, and if you happen to miss the feature race, if you don't want to know, just maybe pause and rewind back. We had a fantastic finish between Ridwan and Tim-Ant. Tim-Ant did come out on top, but I believe we're going to have... This one will be taken to the steward's room to see if Ridwan didn't like the bump at the end. But anyway, Tim is your provisional race winner. I'll preface that for now, as we are awaiting these fine chaps to get ready for the sprint. As we're going to change it to 13 laps, and I believe we're just awaiting everyone to be back in the car, and we're just going to have a look at it here. Just awaiting the command signal to go here as the reverse grid race. Banana Cake Pie will be starting from a reverse grid pole, so bit of trickery there to just falsify his own stats, get a reverse grid pole, and see if he can convert it to a victory, which would be his first win since season number 3 at Brands Hatch. The reverse grid race there again. Not the best one to win, but win's a win if you ask me. And we've just been given the command for Banana Cake Pie to essentially send it when he likes. Well, that is choosing. Let us know who you think will win this race. It is a wide open one, and this track didn't produce as much drama as was anticipated. Going into turn 1, let's see if they can get away with it this time with a reverse grid and cars maybe not in their correct position, if you think about it. Just think about that for a minute. So we're waiting Banana Cake Pie to get us going. He will start on the soft compounded tyres as well. So Prezzo appears to be on the mediums, Dynamite as well, as we've got this about to start. Who is going to win the sprint race? The first sprint race here at St. Croix. Banana Cake Pie is your pole sitter for the race. As we get ready to get it on in the sprint race, the lights, the revs rise, the cars roar. Let's get it on for one final time here at St. Croix. They're underway. Banana Cake Pie gets a great start, but Roscoe, look at him go, the Corvette is cracked off the line and he gets the whole shot. So we head into turn 1, Kane's gonna, have a look, but I think KD also ran a little bit deep there, but I think, for the most part, they have all gotten away. Roscoe is your race leader, but Kane wants a piece of this. He's going to try and round Roscoe up as they head into this tight little section here. The downhill run, such a fun part of this track. Can these guys get through, giving each other some racing room? Kane gets it. Oh, Roscoe's getting absolutely beaten up here, and he loses the front position, but he is now in third position. Yeah, Roscoe is in third. Blocky is up into second. This is an opportunity for him to possibly snag a race win. The BMW proves to be quick in the hands of one Tim-Ant. See what Blocky can do. The reverse grid merchant, as he has been known, is very good in these types of races. Let's see what he can do with a much stronger starting position. Kane is your race leader from Blocky, Roscoe, Banana Cake Pie, and PK. The Corvette struggling in that first race. Not struggling here in the reverse grid, starting more towards the front. Let's see what they can do with themselves, as Blocky's going to take the lead of the race from Kane, and Blocky's your new leader. Banana's absolutely centered in there. Oh, Roscoe! Runs it just a little bit deep there. As Prezzo, I think, was caught up in just letting him in line there. Oh, this is bad, this is bad. Oh, this is bad! It's a massive bottleneck here, and Prezzo has lost out a position to his teammate in Bodod, so at the conclusion of lap 1, it's been a lot more interesting than the first race. Blocky is your race leader by 9.6 tenths of a second. He's on the soft compound tyres, as Banana Cake Pie. And Candy Cane, your first runner on the mediums. That's BKXI. He's currently in position number 4. Bodod in 5th. Prezzo in 6th. He's on the mediums, as is Bodod. So the two FP Autosport boys, let's see what they can do in this sprint race. Looking to jag a decent result. The FP Autosport get them some more crucial points in the team's championship. Bodod and Prezzo going, just getting a little close there. Blocky appears to have absolutely checked out. 1.3 seconds is the gap from Banana Cake Pie. Candy Cane is in 3rd, but I think that will be for too much longer. BK, oh, he thought about it. He absolutely thought about it, but he couldn't quite get the job done. But he's going to try it now. He's going to squeeze Kane out wide, and this has the potential. Prezzo has made up a position on Bodod, and he is maybe sensing, oh, he's going to make it 3 wide. Prezzo's going to move up into 3rd here by the time we're done with this. You've got now maybe 4 abreast. Here goes Prezzo, and Prezzo, he goes and in the fence. That's Kane. Kane has once again gone into the fence. It's becoming too regular occurrence, but he is out of this one from a competitive. And who on God's green earth was that? Dynamite's in the fence. He's got engine damage as well, so that's his charge done. Hard luck there for the Revo satellite driver. Here comes the FP Autosport boys. There's a nice little cluster there as well, but Prezzo has gotten ahead of Bodod, and now maybe he senses a win here. He does have his teammate right behind him in Bodod. Let's see if these two can work together to get all the way back to Banana Cake Pie, and of course, your runaway race leader for that matter, Blocky Rex. It's a great start from him to really beef it up. And you're dead right there, Viper. I was half tempted to say he's in the fence. They're all in the fence, but we didn't have the championship contenders in the fence. Once we have that, maybe I'll break it out for you, mate. Anyway, lap number 3. This race, it's been a cracking start to this sprint race. But Blocky is your race leader from Banana Cake Pie and Prezzo. So, and Bodod in 4th. So, Ripper, he's in 7th as well. So FP Autosport having a very solid start to this race. BK is in 5th. Croix goes all the way up to 6th from the back of the grid in McLaren. You're welcome, Viper. You're welcome. Thanks for keeping my bike warm during the State of Origin, which you can catch in just under 2 weeks' time. You're on the Project 1 GT channel, where we'll be at Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop in the Toyota 86 Group 4s for a State of Origin, which you may or may not have watched on Monday night, where the fantastic Viper Z and Dynamite 296 took charge of the commentary booth, and we had some great action there. If you haven't watched it yet, I do encourage you to go and watch our State of Origin series, which will be every 2 Monday nights. It's a 3-round championship. And it's State of Origin, best state wins. Who is the best state of all and can lay claim to some bragging rights here. The FP boys are going to work on each other, and it's a 4-lap time minimum as well for these boys, so they've still got another lap before they can effectively come in. And Stingray getting just ever slightly into the fence there. Grid 1 is all the way down in P8 for the moment. Oh, curving is going to send it in there. This gaggle of cars, they are really stunting each other's progress up the field. Stingray is all the way up to 5th from the rear of the grid. And there's a lot of cars in this battle, and you don't know where to look here at the moment. They're going to go 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide. I don't even know. Oh my god. Grid 1 up into 6th. He has made the move stick there on BKN curving Texas. Smeggy, he's prodding his nose in. Oh! Got massive underpower, and he does have front end damage, so that will compromise his speed for now. He does have, pardon me, he does have Gemmo and Roscoe in tow. Also Dynamite and Kane are running away towards the back. Bodot and Prezzo, these two need to try and work together to try and catch Banana Cake Pie. He is 4.5 seconds up the road. Now I think Prezzo's strategy of hitting later didn't really pay off there. I think what you need here is some track position, and what he's going to do is maybe further advance his track position. No, he thinks better of it actually. So Prezzo and Bodhod, the pair of them, 4.5 seconds down the road from Banana Cake Pie. Well, Banana Cake Pie is 4.5 seconds up the road from the pair of them. The pit window is open, funnily enough. You can come in and change your tyres. Get your set of mediums off if you want, and chuck the set of softs. You will have to go a pretty decent way until the end. And neither of them take up that offering. Banana Cake Pie has got a 2.5 second margin that he's got to close here on Blocky Ridwa. So a lot of these drivers have decided to pull the pin now. The less fuel you have to put in for this race, the better off you are going to be. If you can make it to the end on the one tank, good luck to you. Bodot and Prezzo driving right on each other's back bumpers at the moment. The pair of them are driving very hard, very fast at the moment. Prezzo is sticking right with Bodot. He's stuck to the rear of his car like glue for the majority of this race. The pair of them seemingly working very well together to move their way up the field. KD is currently running inside the top 5 as well, so he's done very well. Last, the provisional race winner from race 1, Tim Ant, is currently in P6. Jamo's in 7th. Rifan is the first of your drivers to have made a pit stop at Croix, Stingray and curving Texas. Probably going to go side by side through there, but they thought better of it. Back to this battle for 3rd at the moment. A pair of them really need to try and catch up to Banana if they can. It's ballooned out to 5.2 seconds just in that last sector alone. So both these drivers will probably come in at the end of this lap, get their tyres off and chuck a fresh set of boots on. Here comes Prezzo. 0.8 behind Bodhod, but does he think better of it? I don't know. Does he have enough overspeed? I think he's just decided to play it sensible and just stick in behind. Is he thinking about the team here, or does he maybe need to start thinking about himself? Who has the more fuel for that matter? I think Bodhod is just slightly better off than Prezzo in the Aston Martin at the moment. This pair of them come through the penultimate corner as do they dive into the pits. Prezzo does. Oh, Bodot, that was very late. It'll be interesting to see if the stewards might have a look at that pit entry later on, because that looked very close. Prezzo, Bodhod, KD, Tim and Jamo have all decided to pull the plug, as they are chucking a squirt of fuel in here for Prezzo. And the pair of them are out ahead of Flying Stingray, as is Jamo. Great stuff there from the Mercedes drive. He has come out in 5th place, currently P3 provisionally, but the FP boys, they've got Jamo pretty much playing a rear gunner for him here. Oh, Oh, he's running off! Has he overdrove it, or was he punted? We might... Not sure what happened there. Might need to have a chat to some drivers there at the end of this and keep you guys up to speed there. But I think the drivers might have something... I think we still have Viper there. I don't know if he's currently watching at the moment. The Bodhod pin entry is something that I reckon will definitely be looked at. Because that looked pretty damn fine. Blocky does have a 27-second margin over the pair of them, so these two need to get their act together if they want to jump Blocky at the end of its pit stop cycle. Blocky is probably going to try and stay out for a few more laps to get the maximum amount of his soft tyres. This is Banana Cake Pie, who is 24 seconds up the road from the pair of them. Candy Cane is currently running in back at the field. Prezzo doesn't quite have enough to get on past his teammate, but I think he's maybe just saving a bit of his car here at the moment for the end of this race. There's one thing that Prezzo probably thinks he can win this race if he plays this nice and clever. It's just ballooned out to about 3.5 tenths of a second as they go hard under brakes into the final corner to begin lap number 7. Glancing the wall just ever so slightly. And Prezzo really closing in on Bodhod there. Car 5 is looking incredibly racy at the moment. And he's looking for his first win since Tokyo season number 2. It has been a long time between drinks for Prezzo. See if he can maybe return to the top step of the podium here in race 2 at St. Croix. The pair of them driving very well together as a team here. They're closing just steadily, very steadily here on the race leader in Blocky. On their fresher tyres, they really need to, if they can, just maximise what they've got in these tyres. Close the gap. Prezzo sets the best sector time that we've seen. Thus far, he is looking very racy. In that Aston, when does he say enough's enough, and he's going to take the position off Bodhod? I think it's got to be going through his head at the moment. As I think Bodhod just got a bit of a better run, but Prezzo will get a nice cup of slipstream there. He's still the fastest car through that sector there. I think, yeah. Has he? No, not quite. Not quite. He doesn't appear to be wanting to take the position off Bodhod here, so there's a really interesting team play here from Prezzo. Is he thinking about the team for now, to a certain extent? Because I'm telling you, he has really played himself in position to win this race. If he sticks with Bodhod, he can very easily win this motor race. As Blocky does stay out, as does Banana Cake Pie. He's got a 5-second margin over Banana Cake Pie. Great stuff here from Blocky. But the margin between Blocky and Bodhod is the one we really need to have a look at, because I don't think Banana's got enough of a gap to come out in front of the pair of them. Probably has enough to just about come out in front of Stingray. Blocky, his margin between himself and Bodhod is 26.2 seconds. So it's really touch and go here for Blocky. If he can come out in front of these two, he will have to contend with the cars on the soft compounded tyres, but he will have much fresher tyres than the pair of them, as Prezzo is still thinking about it. Prezzo is desperate to get a win. You can always tell that. He wants a win so badly for his own team, mind you, that he hasn't won since Season 2 when he won for Kennedy Motorsport back in Tokyo. And after throwing away a win at Sardinia earlier in the season in the sprint race. You'd think he's just like, right, I need to put something, just needs to settle something and just go out and win a race. It's a really, really tough one. It would be a good win for him if he can manage to do so. Brian Stingray has got the fastest lap of the race thus far with 2:07.6. Does no, just like he's done for the last 5 or 6 laps, just stuck in behind. Well, not 5 or 6, about last probably 4 or 5 laps. He is stuck in behind Bodod and is content to play the game. Banana and Blocky are into pits. This is the key rejoin for the pair of them, because it's key for Blocky. If he can come out ahead of these guys, he does. Blocky comes out ahead and it's game on. As does Banana Cake Pie, so I was not expecting that. So maybe it's 4.3 seconds to the cars ahead. It is time for these two. If they're going to win the race, they've got to go now. And I think Prezzo recognises that. I think he recognises that. He's played the team game to an extent, and I think now is the time for him to go to try and catch these two down. But Blocky has got a great little gap over Banana Cake Pie. It's a 2.9 second lead. Bodod is 1.1 seconds behind Banana Cake Pie, and Blocky really needs these guys to hold each other up, and I think Prezzo's starting to get a little bit more impatient here, and he's he's all over the back of Bodod here. Does he let him go, or does he play the team game for a little longer and try to catch up to Banana Cake Pie? He didn't get alongside him there, so I think if he gets alongside him, that's when he'll go for it. But you feel Prezzo is really sacrificing his own race just to help the team here. He's protecting his team and getting the most amount of points. No, that's it. Enough's enough, and he has gotten through on Bodhod. It's been a great little battle between this lot. We're just going to have a little peek here. Not much going on there. There's a fair bit going on here between Prezzo and Bodhod, and I think Bodhod might just have to accept. It's going to be a tough one for him to accept here. Just let Prezzo go and get after Banana Cake Pie, as well as Blocky, who is 4.3 seconds up the road from these two drivers. But Prezzo is now in third on the podium and is on a charge to go and get past Banana. Bodod is right under that rear wing of his teammates. Prezzo gets the fence, and these two continually changing spots. That is not going to help, and that really cost Prezzo there, because these two have got to try and work together as best they can, but I don't know if they've got enough to pace. Prezzo seems to have a little bit more tyres to his disposal than Bodhod here, so it's a 1.1 second gap between the pair of them. You just feel Prezzo's getting held up here, as they've gained more time here on Banana, so these Astons are looking very good through that little section there. As they are closing in big time here on Banana, and you think it is more a formality when they get past Banana. Hard under brakes. End of the bridge, Prezzo runs it in deep. And you feel Bodod really needs to help Prezzo here get past him as well, to trying to help their chances to win this race. Prezzo may have just thrown away a chance there, but he'll get a nice, decent tow here, as will Prezzo, but he's 6 tenths back on Bodod. We're getting a 2-car tow. Bodod's going to make the move here, and Bodod is now up into second, and he is after Blocky now. He's going to go as hard as he possibly can to go and get past Blocky. If these two squabble too much, Banana's going to try. He's going to try on his forward driver to try and get past, back past Bodod. But Blocky has lost a bit of time to these guys. Prezzo won't waste time with Banana. He will try and get the move done as quick as he can, but Blocky is 3 laps away from his first ever win in Project 1 GT. He's got 3.5 seconds margin, and Prime Stingray is coming back into the fray here, so... Oh, Banana's going to try. He's going to try it on the inside, and I think Prezzo's in the best position here. He's capitalise on these guys squabbling too much, and Prezzo's going to push his teammate to get past. And Banana has had to accept his fate there, I think, just a bit. So now he's got 3.4 seconds. He's got 3 laps. He's got to close in by a second a lap to get past and win this race. Prezzo, here comes Prezzo as well. Oh, Banana absolutely on the skating edge there, and he's got Prying Stingray behind as well. You know, Prezzo won't mess about with Banana Cake Pie here, and he's going to do it here. He's got Stingray right behind him. No, he didn't quite get the job done. He's now... The last thing Prezzo would have wanted is to be in a BCPRD sandwich here. So Banana in third, Prezzo in fourth. Stingray has come back into it. He's forced him into the fence there just a bit. Prezzo won't be happy with that. So I think Prezzo's chance of a victory is gone, but Bodod, his chance of victory is well and truly on. Here comes Banana. Back up into second. Stingray up into fourth. It's a battle between BCPRD and FP Autosport. You've got all 3 of their cars running 2nd through 7th. There's a great bit of motor racing here between these cars, and Stingray's going to move up. Stingray's on the podium from the back of the grid, but I don't know how long he'll hold on for. All of this means Blocky is absolutely charging away and has stretched the gap out to 5 seconds. He has got this race in his back pocket. He just needs to bring the car home, you would think. Oh, Stingray! Stingray absolutely sends it in there. And Banana's in the fence! With front arrow on left front, that's his race over from a competitive sense. But Prezzo, he's up into third. Now he is probably just going to help his teammate here and try and get the podium. Bodod second, Prezzo third, Stingray fourth, Curving in fifth, and Ridwan in sixth. Tim Ants in seventh, Bananas in eighth, BK's in ninth, and KD, that's your top 10. He's got Roscoe right behind. Then you've got Jamo, the Smeg. Smeg has had to make another pit stop. Didn't quite catch that on stream. Dynamite and Kane, that is your field. But Blocky has got a 5.5 second margin, and Prezzo's up in a second. Good stuff for the FP Autosport team owner. I think he wants a podium, and he is going to be hoping like hell that Bodhod just stays in tow. But Stingray has other plans. He does have a penalty though. I think the FP boys are going to stay in line as best as they can and work together. Prezzo's going to be a sitting duck here. He hangs on. All this fighting means one Blocky Rex is a lap away from his first ever race win in Project 1 GT. Blocky is going to come across the line to start the final lap. He's been so close so many times to a podium. He got one 2 rounds ago in Maggiore, and now he is a lap away from a race win. We're going to focus on this battle for the minor placings here. It's a 4-car battle. It's BCPR, 5-car battle more to the point. BCPRD versus FP Autosport. Prezzo's going to squeeze Stingray right to the apex. They're going to squeeze each other as far out as much as they dare. Stingray's up into second from the back of the grid. Here comes Prezzo. He sets sail. Oh, they touch. And now it's 3 wide for the FP eSports boys, and Bonod's up into second. Make that Stingray. Oh, this is dangerous. If you're FP Autosport, Stingray makes the move. Kirby Texas gets spat out. Pardon me. Ridwan is in 4th. Prezzo in 5th. Stingray, he's in 2nd, but he's going to have all 3 FP Autosport cars right behind him. Great bit of action between this lot. Blocky's still good out front. Stingray's holding on to 2nd, Bonod in 3rd, Ridwan in 4th, and Prezzo in 5th. He's got Gary Texas right behind him, but Prezzo's going to pick up a massive slip drain from his teammate. Does Ridwan go for the podium? Here comes Bonod! Ridwan's going to make it 3 wide! Oh, he's absolutely driven in deep, and this cost Bonod. Not all 3 FP cars can be on the podium. Which one will be though? They might not end up with any. But out in front, he gets it through. The final corner, he's done it. Blocky Rex is a race winner in Project 1 GT. How about that? Stingray is going to hold on to 2nd from the back of the grid, and Ridwan's going to come home 3rd, Bonod in 4th, Kirby Texas in 5th, and Prezzo in 6th. Race 1, provisional winner Tim Ant in 7th. It is a provisional sweep for Revo Satellite Racing. The first time they've ever done that. That's a triple top 10 for Kennedy Motorsport. Banana Cake Pie, a story of what could have been for him. He comes home in 11th. Another story of what could have been here for the Speg, as he tries and gets the fastest lap. Doesn't quite get there in the end. He comes home 12th. Jamo in 13th. Dynamite as well. He's had a shocking race, unfortunately for him. He will come home in 14th. Jamo 13th. Dynamite, as I said, 14th position. And here comes Candy Cane, who will come across the line to round out your field and finish 15th. It's not often you see a first-time winner in Project 1 GT, but we just saw that. Blocky Rex wins a race for the first time ever. He got a podium in Maggiore 2 weeks ago. He gets his first ever race victory in Project 1 GT. How about that? Congratulations to Blocky Rex. I'm sure his teammate of Viper Z will be absolutely thrilled with that result. Thank you guys as well so much for tuning in. It's been a fantastic ride. Hope next week we are, I believe, at the Nordschleife. I will just have a quick little peek at that. We are at, yes we are. We're at the Nordschleife next week. So be sure to stay tuned to that. I believe we might be having a live stream of that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I've been Jackie Prez, and we'll catch you guys next time out at Project 1 eSports.